ばかるのはおよし遊ばせ。
Mina, if you don't shut your... Yes, sir! What's going on, YouTube? My name is VitaminDStain. Welcome back to some Kinkoi, Golden Loveriche. This is episode 5. If you've not seen episode 4, go ahead and watch it. It's going to be on your right hand. It's going to be on your left-hand corner, my right hand. It's going to be on your right-hand corner, my left. Go ahead and watch that. I'll be waiting right here for you. And before we get started, if you do happen to enjoy this video, please consider subscribing if you have not. If you haven't hit that link either, go ahead and do that as well. I really greatly appreciate it. And share this video with your homies. And one last thing. If you have any game suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. It could be a visual novel, horror game. I don't care, whatever game. I'll play, I'll check it out. I'll get back to you. Anyways, without further ado, let's get straight into this video because I have no time to waste today. I want to get, I want to do as much as I can in this 1 hour. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me or you don't? Raina didn't want to get sunburned, so we call it a day. We grabbed some gyudon for lunch, then headed back. You used too much ginger. Oh. A little recap, we were shopping with Reina, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Some other stuff happened, of course, but the most recent thing, we were Reina shopping. Yeah, good times. Anyways, it being free is not much of a reason. You know?
肉、玉ねぎ、生姜が1対1対1がベスト。これは譲れない。
Doesn't it drown out the meat's flavor to eat it like that?
300円の牛丼の肉の味が死んで何を惜しむのさ。
Well, good point. And then...
Gyudon?
Uh-oh. Sylvie, ELLE-san, and Mina-chan, too.
Mina-sama, でしょ? ゲロ。
Sorry.
ウィスどうたん急に。遊びに来たの。はあ、階段を希望されていた某国の書記官殿に言い訳するのが大変だった。
Unusually enough, Sylvie came to the dorm.
お姫様だ。お姫様です、先輩。はあ、実物はほんと綺麗だね。すごいですよ。もう存在感がすっごいです。シルビア様よ。
So loud. Our classmates looked visibly freaked out. This is worse than what it's like in class.
クラスの子はオーラが来る前に散々やったもん、このテンション。
Dang. How about that?
それにしても、麗しきシルビア様がどうしてこんな野獣を。
So that's how it is.
美女と野獣的な。あれ、あっちは野獣が王子なんだっけ。
Everyone was causing quite a fuss, but Sylvie paid them no mind.
ここがオーラの部屋なのね。
Yeah.
キラキラキラ、期待の視線。
Want to come in?
入る価値ございませんわ、お姉様。以前に見ておりますが、不潔で何もないつまらない部屋です。
Hey! I didn't really want Sylvie to come in, but it certainly bothered me that Mina-chan had referred to it as being unsanitary.
そうね、ミナも一度入っているのよね。私、誰かの私室に入ったことがあまりないの。あるとしても、お姉様や妹たちばかり。男性の資質は初めてだわ。というわけで、改めて、キラキラキラ。
God, those desperate looking eyes were just too adorable for words. Fine, I guess, but try not to touch anything. I'm begging you.
やった!
Oh no, we're bringing her in? That's not gonna cause a fuzz. Upon letting in this barrage of visitors... Huh? Huh? Where did this come from? ELLE-san dove for the side of my bed the second she came in.
なんでもない。気にせずともよい。
She's being weird.
恐れ多くもシルビー様を招いた部屋の一番目につくところに、ゴッホ・ロリーテの秘密の遊びという本などあるわけがない。
I don't know what you're talking about. Crap. It wasn't contaminated or anything, but... Contaminated? I hadn't tidied out my porn collection yet. The only one who ever came in here was Reina, after all.
これが殿方のオーラの部屋なんだ。漫画とゲームばかり。低俗な部屋ですわね。いいじゃないみな。肩肘を張らない、いつでも自然体がオーラの魅力よ。あら、これは何かしら。
So we picked up the box I left beside my computer. Oh no. There was only one reason a lax guy like myself would go out on his way to use a computer in this era of
なん
smartphones.
だか女の子がいっぱい書いてあるわね。
Oh god.
これは
Put it away,
Game?
please. There are children here.
どんなゲームですの？
Well, let me see. It's about a guy who can see angel and devil wings, and he becomes entangled in political intrigue with a royal family. Add in his service to the church, him doing some serious soul searching, and it's teeming with biddies.
じゃあこっちは？
That's a game where a group of young men and women are tormented by the 7 deadly sins, who are reincarnated in modern day and have to confront their own natures and destinies. Did we just make up games of porn covers that she's looking at? And it's teeming with biddies.
へえ。オーロは素敵な趣味を持っているのね。
Totally. Sylvia looked at the cover and smiled sweetly. She's too innocent. Don't tell me Mina knows. Mina-chan flipped it, looked at the back cover, and went rigid. Oh, okay, that's why. Games like these typically had a pristine-looking cover out on the front, but were covered in boobs in the back.
どうかしたみんな？
Uh-oh.
なんでもありませんわ。綺麗な表紙ですわね、お姉様。そうね。もし私がこんなゲームの表紙になるなら、綺麗に描いてほしいわね。
Oh, they're gonna make you look pretty. Alright.
ところでシルビー様、ご覧ください。市松殿と来たらこんなにもカップ麺を買い込んで。
まあ、以前いただいた豚麺の親戚ね。メロンパンもいいけど、これも美味しいのよね。カップ麺、聞いたことありますわ。お湯を投入するだけで調理が完成するというガラパゴス民族日本人の生み出した未知の食物。ドド試させなさいの視線。
Yes, help yourself.
今日のお昼もカップラーメンね。
You haven't eaten yet? It was just sort of 2
食
p.m.
べたわよ。
Her face screamed, what of it? Oh yeah, wasn't the type who could fit a whole Cosmo in her stomach. She'd put her impressive appetite on display back at our tea party. Okay, I'll get it ready. Give me 3 minutes.
早いとは聞いたけれど、3分で用意ができるの？まさか。ゲロ、タバカルのはおよし遊ばせ。
Mina, if you don't shut your... She's just a child. She's just a child. She's just a child. You can make it in that time, though.
誓いますわね。では3分以内に用意なさい。できなければ刑罰を与えますわ。
3 minutes after the water's boiled, that is. Anyhow, give me a few minutes. Heroina-kun, please set up while I cook.
了解した。
Oh, I forgot her name's also Heroina. Whoops. Oops. More like heroin. Anyways, Elle-san wiped down the table to make the princesses feel welcome. And while wiping it down, she also went out of her way to hide out adult-oriented video games that were sitting nearby. I like ELLE.
どう
Sometimes.
してシルビア様が
Sometimes.
あんなまだ虚勢も住んでないオスの
Uncastrated
元へ。
male? Ugh.
大丈夫。カバリロさんもいたし、危険はない。
でもどうしてクルスクラウン様が一般庶民の生態研究とかでしょうか。
市松先輩とお姫様たち、クラスが同じだそうですから。
そんなわけないでしょ。あの美しいシルビア様があんな虚勢も住んでないオスと。
They got problems.
あのお姫様まで懐いてる。茜の話も聞いてると、本当に普通の男子みたいだし。やっぱ彼、悪いことは思えないけどね。
美味しかったわ。カップラーメン。鶏白湯スープ。聞かぬ名ですが、なかなかに侮れぬ味わいですわね。
Shut up, Mina. There are lots of chicken-based soups flooding the market lately.
豚骨と似てるけど、私こっちのが好き。
Tonkotsu cup noodles is just a thick soup with lard in it. Can't you tell how much nicer the one is with a lack of all the excessive oil?
これがカップ麺。初めて食べましたが不思議です。お湯をかけるだけであれだけの味が出せるなんて。
そうなのよ。すごいでしょ。
Sylvia seemed oddly proud, even though she'd had her first bowl of cup noodles only recently.
日本、やはり侮れませんわね。お姉様についてきて正解でしたわ。ねえ、一緒に日本に来てよかったでしょ、みんな。はい。
The sisters were all smiles. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask them about that. You two really are sisters, huh?
ミナは私の可愛い妹よ。
They didn't look too alike if you asked me, but they were apparently full-fledged siblings. As far as their hair color and whatnot went, perhaps their genetics were complicated? They were apparently royalty and after all. They were apparently royalty and all. Well, not that I was about to stick my nose into that subject. Sisters sure are nice. I wish I had a cute little sister.
何オーロ、妹属性？
What are you doing?
Why do you gotta make everything weird, Reina? God. Hype doesn't really matter to me.
こんなに可愛い妹、羨ましいでしょ？
Super jealous. Actually, one of my life goals is to have a cute little sister. Call me Oni-chan.
ミナでよければいつでも叶うわよ。ねえミナ、オーロのことお兄ちゃんって呼んであげて。
She's not doing that.
お兄ちゃん？兄ですの？身分を恐れず私の兄を名乗るということは、それすなわちシスア家、ひいてはソルティレージュの王室血縁に異議を唱えるに等しく、国家反逆罪に相当しますが。
I've never been provoked this much in my life to just hit a child, you know? Just give it a good old backhand. I'll look for another little sister.
賢明です。
Shut up, Ella. Literally no one talks to you. She's such a naggy woman. Anything royalty related went way over my head. Do you have any siblings, Ella-san? Little sisters or brothers, I mean? What? What? Hmm? I only asked given the flow of the conversation, but Ella-san stiffened up for some reason. They probably died in a car accident or something. Something very tragic. I don't know. Even Sylvie's expression had turned a bit stuffy. Could this be... What?
おりません。
Oh. Why is Sylvia looking like that?
私に妹はおりません。
Is that so? The room suddenly went silent. What's with this weird mood? Did I ask something I shouldn't have? You probably did. So, why'd we go out again?
足日焼けしたくないのに。
Yay, more Reina time. Nice. We headed back outside after lunch.
今日ここに来たのは、こちらが本命ですわ。ほら、前に始球式に出ると言ったでしょ。あれの練習をしようと思うの。野球ってやったことがないから。
Yeah.
始球式の練習って投げるだけでしょ。
それでもいいのですが、野球は日本の国民的スポーツ。こちらも知っている体で投げた方が見ている側には喜ばれます。
Royalty sure had it rough.
あのね、ノーパン投球、ノーパンで投げるのがかっこいいと聞いたの。だから私、絶対そのノーパンがやりたいの。ノーパンのために練習したいの。
Oh, it's not free ball, it's fastball. You want to do a fastball pitch. Freeballing means you're pitching without wearing underwear, and it would be a waste of time to practice. In fact, you'd probably get more attention if you just flopped over on the field.
ケロ、お姉様にパンツを脱げですって。
No. What makes you think that? Sylvie's the one who said it. Open your ears.
ノーバンはとも
Yeah,
か
you
く
moron.
シルビー様が妙に張り切ってしまい、事前練習をすることになったのです。が、いかんせん我々は皆野球を知らない。
Your country apparently had zero baseball culture.
それで市松殿にご助力いただけたらと思うのだが。
Ellis-san asked me in a low-key manner.
あなた野球に詳しいんですの？そうなん？
Huh. Yeah, more or less. It was a regular part of my PE class. There's no need to delve further into it when this was just a pitch for a season opening ceremony. I'll help if it's just for practice. Do you have the equipment?
グローブとボールはあるわ。バットというのも必要ならすぐ持ってきてくれるけれど。
Nah, what you have is fine. You'll be in good shape as long as you can launch the ball 20 meters away. Come here. I headed to a spot about 20 meters away from Sylvie. This should be about right. I took a seat. Try throwing to me.
ちょうど20メートルの距離を取りましたわね。目算にしちゃすごいね。 見ただけでわかるんだ、あんなの。
体が覚えているのでしょう。元捕手だそうです。
行くわよ
The ball passed over my head and flew somewhere else far off in the distance.
あら
Ooh.
こーら誰じゃボールを投げたのは
おお、日本の空き地、かっこ土管が3つ置いてあるタイプので、
日本ではよくこんなことが？
昭和の頃はね、声優交代後の新アニメ版じゃ教育に良くないってことで、野球するときは河原に行くようになってるそうだけど。
I was afraid of her breaking the window. However, since Sylvie was the one who had thrown the ball, we weren't reprimanded for it and we were told to be careful instead. Sylvie? We've learned that you have one heck of a pitch. Even though it was her first time, she'd thrown it about 40 meters. I bet she could set school records for farthest pitch if she tried. Oh, that's pretty wild. So she's a foodie and she has a good arm. That's crazy.
シルビーって何気に運動神経抜群だよね。王室の人間は生まれた瞬間、あらゆる素養を学ぶことが義務付けられます。その中には当然運動や基礎体力も含まれますわ。
Despite her spacey personality, she was incredible. Still, there's no need to throw it that far. There's no need to throw it so far. Me, throw it at me, okay?
そんな当たったりしたら。
Do hit me, it's okay. I'll make sure to catch it. Oh no, don't tell her that. Once again, I put 20 meters between us. This time, Sylvie gave it some thought and tossed it into my direction. Bop bop. What happened to all that energy from before? The ball bounced a number of times before slowly rolling towards me. However, this would work. Just like that. Do it a little harder next time. There was no need to teach Sylvie to catch, so I rolled the ball back to her. The ball began to bounce fewer times than before. She had good enough of a shoulder on her to reach me from the very start. Once she adjusted... Thwack. Good, that's the way. It reached me without bouncing.
今のよね。
Yeah, that's it. One more time. I rolled it back. And when she threw it again... Nice.
またノーバン。
You've got excellent reflexes. Once she got the hang of it, she never missed again. We tried it out 5 times or so, but she never threw another ground ball.
やったわ。
Nice.
これで心置きなく始球式に出られますね。
Oh, and with that, we're about halfway done. The most complicated part of the opening ceremonies is what comes next. ELLE-san, come here for a second. I stepped 20 meters away again and had ELLE stand beside me. Stay there, just like that. You don't need to do anything. Just step to the side if you think the ball's gonna hit you. Sylvie, once more. Sylvie gave it another throw. She missed.
あれ
And sent the ball flying into the distance. Hup. I figured this would have happened, so I stood up and retreated.
急に乱れたね。お姉様、どうかされまして？その。
It's because ELLE-san was standing there, right? You thought you were going to hit her with the ball?
そう。怖くて。
自分などお気になさることありませんのに。
だって。
That's how human psychology works. It's the same in basketball, actually. A player's accuracy can drop as much as 50%, even when they normally make 80% of their free throws. You'll realize this if you watch footage of a season opening game, but most people will veer away from where the batter's standing, even when they know the batter's job is to whiff the shot. On that note, let's practice again with the batter in place. It's alright if you keep at it like you were before. You'll adjust in no time.
エル、危なかったらちゃんと避けてね。
はい。
She corrected her pitch. The mere addition of a single batter caused her to falter. This divergence even erupted her depth perception, and she threw nothing but ground balls. This would likely be difficult to correct. Well, we just take the time to give it a go.
野球というゲームだね。キャッチボールでもバッターがいるとあんなになるんだ。知らなかった。あら？ 日本人なのに野球知りませんでしたの？
日本人でも8割にとっては太ったおっちゃんがブンブンバット振り回してアウトだセーフだ言ってるだけのイメージだよ、野球なんて。
まあソルティレージュもフェンシングやスカッシュが盛んですが、ルールを知ってる者は少ないですわね。
残る2割もうち半分はルールを知ってるって程度。バッターがいるとどうなるみたいな話。残る1割の何人くらいが知ってることか。あんなに詳しかったんだ、オーロ。
Yes, sir. Perfect. She could now land a solid 10 shots into my glove in a row, even with Ellis standing beside me. If you keep this up, then you'll be in perfect shape for the opening ceremony. Maybe too perfect. They might be happy if your ball was a little further off. It was great that I helped her practice, but I may have gone a bit overboard.
ありがとうオーラ。なんとかノーパンでできそうよ。
Free ball. Fastball, you mean?
結局お休みなのにまたオーラの一日をもらっちゃったわね。
There are no complaints. She said while gazing at the already setting sun. I took care of everything on my agenda this morning, so don't sweat it. My lazy Saturday had been anything but, and I was surrounded by non-stop beauties.
楽しかったわ。
Ayo.
やっぱりオーラといられ
Keep
る
in
と
mind there's a child,
本当に
Odo.
楽しい。そうだオーラ。どうせだから始球式も来てみない？
Dang, she actually invited him? That's crazy. Huh?
式の後ね、観戦も頼まれているのだけど、ルールも知らない競技だからどうしようと思ってたの。明日の夕方5時からよ。オーロがいてくれると嬉しいわ。楽しいわ。ルールも教えてくれそうだし。ねえエル、関係者ということで招けるわよね。
招けますが
Yeah?
なりません。年の近い異性と共に観戦などマスコミに騒がれます。ましてやこの野球の試合は全国に中継されるとのこと。ソルティレージ王室全体が混乱します。
That sucks.
別に2人で観戦するわけじゃないわ。隣にはボラルコーチやエキスナもいるんだし。
なりません。
お友達なのに。
それは結構。しかし表に出す真似はおやめください。
ねえねえ、私も行きたいって言ったらどうなる？
妃殿なら少々装いをおとなしくしていただきますが。
Shut up. What a Debbie Downer. Jeez.
よかった。まあ野球興味ないけど。
しかし申し訳ありませんが、市松殿は厳禁です。
Sounds kind of like racism or discrimination or something like that. Ellis-san shook her head decisively. I never said I wanted to go in the first place, though. Well, she was probably just thinking of what was best for her highness, like the diligent lady she was. Better keep my comments to myself.
エル、前から思ってたけど、オーロのことが嫌いなの？
It does feel that way, huh, Sylvia? Finally someone asked it.
嫌いとかそういう問題では。
Uh-huh.
オーロはすごく楽しくていい人よ。ね、レイナ。
面白いよね。おもろ。
Is that a compliment?
姉様からは90点。レイナさんからは75点といった評価ですわね。
It's pretty good.
胸を張りなさいな。ねえエル、オーロのこと嫌い？
好き嫌いで分ける相手ではありません。
ああ。
Ugh, she's so... Get rid of her. Elle-san gave the best reply a princess's guard could provide, but Sylvia didn't seem pleased.
わかった。じゃあ始球式に呼ぶのは諦めるわ。ごめんなさい、オーロ。
Yeah. Come on, I seriously never even said I wanted to go.
結構です。では。
ただし。
はい。
エルの態度は問題よ。私の大切なお友達であるオーロ、好きでも嫌いでもないなんて。
Dang, she's fighting for us. Heck yeah.
それは私はシルビー様のこの絵として。
エルも私の大事なお友達よ。お友達とお友達、仲良くしてほしいわ。
Sylvie's comments were selfish, but Elle-san her official guard and imperial knight, did falter when she was called her precious friend.
こうしましょ
はい。
う。ねえオーラ、明日も日曜で休みでしょ。明日もう一日私に付き合ってくれないかしら。
She wants your shoe, bro. Sure, I guess. I could use it as an excuse to kill time. Don't lie to yourself.
よし、命令よエル。明日はオーロとデートしてきなさい。
Eh? What?
おやおや、
Raina, shut up.
一日オーロを楽しませるのよ。終わったらオーロに点数つけてもらうわ。80点以上で合格。
Hey, Sylvie, you're being really pushy about this.
オーロはエルに任せておけばいいから大丈夫よ。明日一日は私に
I
く
thought
れ
it was
る
gonna be
のね。
with you, bro. What do you mean? Her getting me to commit to our outing in advance hurt. Well, okay. Let's assume I'll spare there. What should I do?
オーロはそのままでいいのよ。そのままでいればエルのことも楽しませて
Oh
くれるわ。
no. No pressure then. Got it. Sarcastically speaking.
はい、じゃあ決定。明日頑張ってねエル。
She's funny.
お待ちください姫様。私は。
今日は帰りましょうか。みんな、帰りに何か食べたいものある？カップ麺とやら気になりますわ。買っていきましょう。賛成。
シルビー様。
The three of them headed home. Well, this is gonna be interesting.
いやー、オーロの人生っておもろいよね。
Give me a break. I know, Reina, tomorrow.
明日はこのピアス、友達に見せびらかすんだ。
I love Reina so much. Oh. I'd wound up with some outrageous plans at the very last second. A date with ELLE-san? A date? Ain't no way. Ain't no way this is gonna be so funny. Oh no.
金色ラブリッチェ。
Kiru Loveriche? What'd she say?
朝っぱらから誰だ今日も読み上げてんのは。
On God. I stopped the sutra CD I had going on while I had been meditating. Are you serious? What is the matter, dear visitor? Are you lost?
道に迷ってんのはてめえだよ。なんだこの CD。同居？ああ、100均とかによくある。怖いわ。日曜の朝からお迎えが来たかと思ったわ。
Did I wake you up? I'm sorry. Please forgive me. As you can see, I bowed my head.
次やったら CD と一緒に棺桶にぶち込むからな。
Ooh, spicy.
なんかあったのか？
I was engraving a powerful ceremony in my body to denounce the fear and agitation within me. This is how I've calmed myself down for a long time. It's the fruits of my meditation.
瞑想してたのは分かった。ね、日曜の朝から何が怖いんだ？お前日曜日恐怖症とかなんとか？
I hate Sundays. I might have a phobia. I love Sundays, although I get so depressed I could die around 6 o'clock at night when Chiba Maroko-chan starts.
じゃなんだよ。今日なんかあんのか？
Actually, today, I told her what happened yesterday. About how I'd got along with Sylvie's suggestion and how I would be going on a date with ELLE-san. Do you know ELLE-san? Heroina Caballero-san? Interesting name.
お堅そうなパツキンなら知ってる。あいつエロイナって名前なの？
Yeah, like the drug, yes. Skip the jokes. I know her name sounds like erotic in Japanese. Oh, that also.
エロいの？
Is she erotic? Absolutely. She's the type who wouldn't begin to understand an off-color joke like that. As far as I know, she'll try to rip my arm off when she gets angry. She's more like some phantom going, give me your arm, than she's erotic.
はーん。で、そいつとデート。
That's how things ended up. It was currently 8 in the morning. Our date was at 10, so 2 more hours.
ふーん。
A date at 10 a.m.? Wait. What's with that reaction?
いや、お前がエロい人とデートするのは分かったけど、俺にどうしろと。
I'm telling you, she's not like that. If I mess up today, she might take one of my arms. Rhea lit a cigarette with a flick. This was a non-smoking dorm, but oh well. Do you have any suggestions, like some surefire trick to a good date?
札束持ってって顔面ひったたけば、大抵の女は股間から突っ込んでくるらしいぞ。
What? In a healthy sense. Also, she's like royalty or whatever, so I doubt money is going to help me here.
そうだ。
She says another stupid thing, I swear. You have an idea?
せっかく日曜朝早くに起きたんだからプロキュアを見よう。あれ昔好きだったわ。
Hey.
なんだよ。てめえがデートしようが失敗して腕取られようがエロいことになろうが俺に関係ねえだろ。
But still, I was nervous and wanted someone to talk to.
たく。
Luckily, Rhea didn't leave. She took a seat on my bed and got comfortable. Beep.
ああ、まだライダーの時間か。灰皿ある？あと飲み物。
You're pretty much acting like you own the place, huh? She sprawled out, turned on the TV, and even demanded a drink. Thanks to Reina, I'd gotten used to this sort of behavior. She shoved her hand down her shirt and gave herself a scratch. I caught a glimpse of her collarbone and it sure was sexy. She may have been making herself even more at home than Reina. Oh well, I got her a Ramon to drink, then grabbed the cup I used to rinse my mouth so she could use it as an ashtray.
このコップ灰皿にしていいん？
Yes. Cigarette ashes are apparently sterile, so why not?
あ、ラムネ。今時ラムネ買ってるやつなんているん
What's
だ。
ramune? Sounds pretty fire. I've always enjoyed it, so I so happen to keep a stockpile. Just like Reina, she opened the stopper in a familiar fashion with just a finger. That made me wonder, what was her family life like? If I were to use Kikuchiyo and Reina's examples, those on the commoner end of the spectrum were more familiar with how to handle ramune, but inferring someone's home life through ramune alone would be too extreme. I was curious, but also at a loss since it was a difficult subject to bring up.
腹減った。飯は？
Anything else? Just get food from the cafe. It was a whole 20-second walk away, too.
何この鶏白湯ラーメン？うまそう。
Hey, you stay away from my ramen. Sure is. I opened the ramen package I'd bought yesterday. I'd bought 10 or so, but 5 of them were already gone thanks to yesterday's visitors. Losing yet another had made me feel pretty desolate. I could see the bottom of the bag.
何これ？
Rhea grabbed something from the bottom of the bag. Huh? Huh? Red. Cylindrical.
か？
Why is that there? I checked the receipt from yesterday. Tenka was in my list of purchases. I hadn't noticed since I used a credit card. Uh-oh. I bet Reina put it in there too. Rhea checked its soft texture.
これはいわゆるあれか？男の自家発電の時の。
Yes.
汚ねえな。
It's unused. I caught it as she threw it at me. Not that I remember buying this. Dang it. Must have been Reina. Probably a prank she came up with. God, she could have at least dropped the punchline yesterday.
まあ気にすんな。世の中にはケツに何かしら入れて自家発電する男もいるそうだ。それに比べたら多分健全だ。学生のうちからそういうのに頼るのはどうかと思うけどな。モテないおっさんが使うイメージだし。
Again, you're really off base here. I didn't buy it.
プロキュア始まった。静かに。
Dang it. I wasn't able to get a single piece of useful info out of Rhea. Then at 9:30, it's getting late.
ああ、
When are you going home?
2ピース終わったら。
Two piece. What a knockoff. Rhea watched all the way through Dragon Ball Super after Procure was over, and yet she was still lounging around. My date was in half an hour. I had to get going. Fine, I guess. Knock yourself out and leave whenever you're ready, but please don't smoke in my bed, though. Rhea flapped her hand at me as if to say, get out of here already, without so much as a reply. First Reina, now Rhea. The number of people coming over and acting like they owned the place was only going up. Oh well. As I tried to leave...
おい。
Yeah? Rhea was still watching TV, but...
デートは知らねえけど、人間関係のことなら、まず初撃でガツンとかませばお前の勝ちだ。
It's not a competition.
第一印象で楽しませてやるって叩き込め。したら、お前なら失敗はしねえよ。
It was hard to wrap my head around her subtly delinquent example, but she did seem to be rooting for me. Thank you. Finally, it's an act of kindness. She drove me off with another flit of her hand and I headed outside. Whoops. I just barely avoided running into her.
おはようございます。市松先輩。どこかお出かけですか？
Huh? Yeah, for a bit.
どちらに行かれるかお聞きしてもいいですか？
Knowing my whereabouts was likely part of her reconnaissance duties, but it was kind of strange for her to ask it point blank. Still, honestly answering on a date with Elle-san could be oddly antagonistic. Thinking of heading into town with a friend.
お買い物ですか？
Something like that. I need to go out once in a while, you know?
それなら一緒に運動しましょう。そんな時こそスポーツですよ。
Some other time. I've already made plans for today.
そうでした。お友達との約束は大切ですよね。
Mm-hmm. Exactly, so I'm sorry about this.
はい、いってらっしゃいです。お気をつけて。
I left the dorm as Akane-chan saw me off. Okay then. Time for my date with Elle-san. What should I do? I was Elle-san's escort, so I wouldn't be choosing our destination or anything. Still, shouldn't I have some strategy in mind? Making her angry would naturally be the worst case scenario. But even if I didn't, I'd sooner avoid ending on an awkward note. She and I weren't terribly compatible as it was. It would be wonderful if we could both enjoy spending time together. Oh. Yeah? Dang, look at her! Nice. Yeah?
お待たせした。
Not at all. What a shocker. If I put into Rio's terms, she landed a first blow on me. Elle-san, she wore clothes like these too? Crap. This was so much out of the ordinary that it sent my heart racing.
どうかされたでしょうか？
Boy's tripping. Well, You wear clothes like these too?
日本に来るにあたってそれなりの服装は揃えています。
Made sense. It was an imperial nice job to blend into their surroundings. It looks great on you.
ああ、寸法は完璧に仕立ててある。
That wasn't how I meant it, but yeah, I was glad I could pass it off smoothly. Huh. Nice. I've never been conscious of Elle-san since she was always hidden in Sylvie's shadow, but she was gorgeous. I knew she was beautiful, but she looked positively gorgeous right now. It wouldn't take much convincing if you told me she was a princess.
どこかおかしいだろうか。実は作ってはもらったものの、
Nor
着
are
慣れ
we.
てはいないのです。
Nor are we. It's okay. Looks fine if you ask me.
ならばなぜそんなジロジロ見るのです。
I'm sorry. I looked away. Ah, crap. That got awkward real fast. Rio said as much too, but the first impressions were essential. My very first mission was to set in the mood for a day of fun, and I really screwed it up. Elle-san was just so different from unusual. Elle-san was just so different from usual that it made me nervous. I was having trouble sorting through my emotions. Yes? Elle-san had been timid up until that point, yet suddenly stood up straight. Uh-oh.
タバコの匂いがする。キコ、まさか喫煙したのですか？
Huh?
学園のもの。かつ寮の中は喫煙が禁じられています。
No,
規
ma'am.
則を破ったのですか？
No, ma'am. She tensely raised the corner of her eye at me. Ah, thank goodness it was the unusual. Ah, thank goodness it was the usual Elle-san. You've got it all wrong. I was just near someone who was smoking a minute ago. Look, the smell clings to my clothes, but it's clearly not coming from me directly.
言われてみれば失礼しました。最初から。
She's too formal. Don't mention it. We always seem to start off on the wrong foot, don't we?
もうそうですね。
Elle-san laughed for me. I felt a bit more relaxed when she started to act like her usual self. Luckily, I was able to change the mood.
参りましょうか。姫様のご命令です。今日は貴公に目いっぱい楽しんでもらわねば。
What do you mean by that? This could go many ways. As some people might like to say, I usually skip this part. Yeah, we headed toward town together. Nice.
ニョキニョキニョキ。皆さんおはようございます。 ついに始まりました。エルのドキドキ初デートのお時間です。実況は私、ソルティレージュ王国第9王女シルビア。解説には男女の恋愛と梅干しの種の中身の調理方法に詳しい神なる王女に来ていただいています。
I need to know what Sylvia's on. I want some of that.
天神ですわ、天神。さあ、早速2人いい感じに歩いてますね。今のところどうですか、神なるさん。チャンピオンなかなか余裕を持ってリードしておりますわ。これは早いうちから積極的なアプローチが見られそうですわよ。いいですね。ワクワクしてきましたね。
Where were you planning to go today?
着くまでナイスショットしておきましょう。そうするのが良いと聞きました。
Sure, I picked up the trick to dates. By the way,
はい。
I turned around. I could see gold and silver hair in the bushes. You've noticed, haven't you?
はい。
Alessandra, have you encountered any events recently where you threw a wig or something to a mysterious lake and received gold or silver hair from a goddess of some kind?
ありません。シルビー様たちがああなさりたいようでしたら、私が止める理由はありませんので。
Alright. This woman had some astounding loyalty. I won't say anything either then. Do those two really have nothing better to do?
本日は夜の始球式以外ご予定がありません。
It sounded like they were free indeed. Oh no.
さあ、街に出ました。なかなか盛り上がってきたんじゃないですか、神なるさん。どちらもうまくセットポジションを取っていますわね。これは一気に決まってしまう可能性もありますわよ。
They're funny.
なるほど、面白くなりそうですね。ところで、ここまで焚きつけておいてなんだけど、デートって具体的に何をするのかしら。そうですわね。私たち王族には馴染みのない言葉ですわ。男と女場合により同性でもかが時間を共に過ごし親交を深めること、またその様。ここまでは辞書に載っていたから知っているわ。レーナやクラスの子たちが言っているのを聞くに、もうキャーって感じで楽しそうなのも知ってる。でも具体的には何をするのかしら、さっぱりわからないわ。同じくです。しかーし、そこはこの未来の淑女カミナルル・プルテア。日本の習俗にも詳しくあるべきと、日本のデートにありがちなことを調べてまいりましたわ。さすがミナ、小さい頃からいつも頼りになるわ。おっと、日本のデートのポイントですが、まず何と言っても男性は遅れてくるものですわ。そして待たされた女性はちょっと拗ねて、もう知らない、プンとするのです。オーロもエルも遅れなかったわよ。すでに最初から大事なことを外していますわね。頼りにならない男ですわ。他に大事なポイントとしては、女の子が何かにつけてパンツが見えてしまったり、噴水に落ちてずぶ濡れになったり。
What?
外してならぬのは、女の子がはしゃいでいるとき、向かいからやってきた車にはねられそうになり、慌てて殿方が抱き寄せるというものですわ。デートというのは波乱万丈ね。パンツくらいはともかく、毎度ずぶ濡れになって車にひかれかけているの？本人たちはそれほど浮かれてしまうのでしょうね。デート、それは楽しくも危険な夜のバカンスなのです。奥が深いわ。実はデートは誘うところからポイントが決まってますの。本来は男性が鉄棒にぶら下がって「俺と付き合ってくれ!」と誘うのが礼儀だそうですわ。女の子は OK ならイチゴのパンツを見せるのです。あら、私オーラの仕事を取っちゃったかしら。あと、この国の女性はパンツを見せすぎじゃないですわね。ひょっとして我々が考える下着とは別にパンツという特定の合図があるのかもしれませんわ。 またどこかの高原まで行きペンダントをくっつけて弱者インラブと唱えるとの説もあります。弱者？愛を永遠にとかいう意味だそうです。ああ、永遠と言っても何回でも上書き OK なので大丈夫。他にも男性はトラックの前に踊り出てバーンって僕は死にましぇーと叫ぶのがデートの最も良い申し込み方に当たるそうですわ。惹かれちゃうの？武士道の国ですからデートでも支柱に活を見出すことが尊ばれるのではないでしょうか。
What?
なるほど。侍は奥が深いわ。聞いているだけで難しいのね、デートって。まったくですわ。二人ともさっきから街を流してるだけだけど、あれでいいのかしら。
Finally, dude, let's get back to the date. Why you kept talking, bro? It's nice to walk around like this, huh?
好天に恵まれましたからね。
We walked through the city together.
暖かくて心地よい。この街は良い風が吹く。
There is a lake nearby, so it is acting as a natural air conditioner. It could cause horrible humidity depending on the season, but compared to autumn or spring, this was the best time of year in my opinion. One of those prerequisites was that we were blessed with ideal date weather. And more permanently than the climate or any or any of that other stuff, walking with a beautiful woman at my side made everything feel different. It probably seemed that way since I had walked around with Reina yesterday too. That had been relaxed and fun in its own right, but how should I put it? Today just felt incredibly quote-unquote special.
うわ、すごい美人。
誰かしら？モデル？ハリウッドスターでは見ないわよね。
誰だ？あの隣を歩いてる男。羨ましい。
羨ましいけど、ニタニタして気持ち悪いぜあいつ。だな。
Whoops, I reined myself back in.
なんだか視線が集まっている気がします。日本人から見て私はどこかおかしいでしょうか。
No, not at all. She was beyond gorgeous, that was all there was to it.
だが妙に注目されている気が。キーの視線もあるようだし。
Those weird looks were likely due to the smirks I had on my face. I'm telling you, the attention you're getting isn't bad by any means. More importantly, Elisan, where are we heading? She had been escorting me somewhere this whole
え
time.
え、すぐそこです。付き合わせた市松殿には申し訳ないが、私はいわゆる男女の機微というものに疎い。良いデートというものがわかりません。
Sure. As a man, I was pretty content with how things were playing out so
そこ
far.
でせっかくの機会なのです。今日は市松殿にシルビー様の素晴らしさを知っていただこうと思う。
Hmm? Things had instantly taken a strange turn.
こちらへどうぞ。この町の方なら説明の必要はありませんね。伊賀楽器店。
Huh. She brought me to a shop with an assortment of primarily pianos.
こちらをご覧ください。モデルシルビア。これが何を意味するかわかりますか？楽器の町出身の貴公であれば興味のあるところでしょう。
I was naturally familiar with it, but as prefecture, Hamamatsu City, the city was an unprecedented city of music, even in Japan. This was home to the headquarters of Yamata, the best piano manufacturers in the world, and Igami, the second best. The third best were presumably in America or Germany, but the aforementioned manufacturers were all solicited to produce their respective commodities. Those were the sorts of companies gathered in. If some massive earthquake or other disaster would have hit the city tomorrow, then worldwide instrument production would drop by half. The presence here meant there was a number of musical instrument shops scattered throughout the city, but... Sorry, but I have no real interest in music. This is a world-famous city of music, but that doesn't mean everyone living here is interested in that kind of thing.
そうなのですか？
I mean, if you went to a city like Vienna and started humming a tune in the middle of town, it's not impossible a passerby would join you and sing in an opera-like style.
それはないと思いますが。
I've never really played an instrument before, other than a recorder in elementary school. For that matter, I used mine for play sword fights. with friends more than I ever actually played it.
そうでしたか。それでは 今日のプランは練り直さねばなりません。
Oh, no, no, no. I was just chimed in. But now that you don't... Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no. I know I just chimed in. But now that you know I don't know anything, I'd be delighted if you wanted to explain for me. Learning was fun because you didn't know anything, after all.
そうですか、よかった。では改めて、こちらのピアノ、モデルシルビアというのですが。
Is it related to Sylvie somehow?
はい、シルビー様の注文を受け、デザインされたものなのです。
Oh, cool. The conversation was back on a positive note. Wow, I know she's royalty, but having your own brand of pianos made for you is incredible. Since it was called the Model of Sylvia, I assumed that meant this piano was a one-off, but part of a series. What series of events led to its creation?
シルビー様が昔、日本に出向いた時、井川から新製品のピアノが送られ、それが非常に気に入ったことから、このモデルが量産されるようになったと。
That's wild.
なかなかに人気を得ているのですよ。
In a rare turn, Ellisson looked a bit smug. Well, the second-hand piano market is going quite strong these days, and new ones aren't selling well as a result. New brands are likely delighted to have royalties personal support. It sounded like she wasn't overly familiar with those sorts of business-related details. I bet she was just happy that a piano Sylvie collaborated on was that popular. Guess there was no point in overcomplicating our discussion. If I recall, Sylvie can play the piano really well, right?
はい、ピアニストとしての腕は世界に名だたるほどです。
Dang, so she's pretty important. At least that's what it seems like in the story. I heard as much during the expert planning class at school. That's amazing. I guess royalty really does put their all in into those sorts of refined pastimes. Maybe that's how it tends to go.
いえ、趣味というわけではなく、もともとソルティレージュの王室、シスア家の人間は楽団派と呼ばれ、音楽の素養を求められるのです。幼少期より英才教育を受けて育つので、シルビー様に限らず、歌や音楽に非凡な才能を持つ方は多いですよ。
Huh? Seriously? I had no idea.
まあ中でも、シルビー様は環境柄人一倍の努力が必要でしたが。
Mina-chan, what's she good at?
カミナル様はバレエです。すでにプリマの中に混ざっても遜色ないと言われるほどの踊り手ですよ。
Wow. If I remembered right, Prima was a top-ranking ballerina. That was pretty astounding at her age. On the other hand, are there no failures, like anyone without a sense for pitch, for
音
example?
感がなければ楽器作りやホールデザインなどでどちらにしろ一流とされる水準を果たしています。いわゆる落ちこぼれはおりませんね。能力がなくても他で何かできることを探すのが王室の義務だそうです。
That's cool. Huh, royalty sure is impressive. Now that she mentioned it, Sylvie had put her ordinarily utilized physical prowess to astounding use just yesterday too. I guess the lives they led really were entirely different from those of us in the lower classes.
ええ、国民より尊敬されねば王たる資格はない。これがシスア家の家訓。否、常識だそうです。だからこそ私もシルビー様のお力になりたい。シルビーのために。
I could hardly hear her as she whispered beneath her breath. It might be wrong for someone like me who has no interest in music to say, but you've made it clear how incredible Sylvie is. Plenty, in fact.
よかった。
Alessandro looked satisfied. This woman really did put Sylvie first. You know, though, at this rate, today's date is going to score a 0.
なぜです？やはり音楽に興味がないのにピアノの話では退屈でしたでしょうか？
That's not what I mean. I'm on a date with you today. Pointing out Sylvie's attractive points defeats the purpose. You should plan a date that teaches me what's attractive about you.
なるほど。しかしどうしましょう。今日はもうこのピアノを見ていただくことしか
Bro, what?
考えてこなかったのです。
No way. This was all she had planned for us?
エル選手、だいぶ詰めが甘かったようです。
Oh god, ELLE Riz, dude. What the freak?
デートを命じるより前に、まずデートとはどんなものか
For
から
real,
教
bro.
えるべきでしたわね。
ELLE Riz.
そうね、トラックに激突もしないだなんて。
そうだ。今日は学園の武道場が空いているはずです。フェンシングなどご一緒にいかがでしょう？
I will wholeheartedly have to pass.
では日本らしく柔道とか相撲とか
That'd stir up its own set of problems if we did that. Why the heck were all her suggestions combat oriented anyway? Imperial Knights apparently had zero dating experience. Guess I had no choice. Ellie-san, if you don't have anything else planned, would you mind letting me take over from here? I'm saying I'll be the one to escort you.
しかしシルビー様のご命令では私が先導せねば
She literally lives for her, dude. If you actually can, I won't complain.
できないです
What a cutie. I'll be taking the lead from this point on then. Let's have a day that's fun for both of us, Ellen.
もう
Yank. What?
こらゲロ、何をなさるの？
Bro studied quantum physics. Look at him. I captured the blonde and silver-haired girls who had been watching us for some time now, without even trying to hide. These two can tag along. We'll have more fun if we're together as a group.
でもオーラ、今日はあなたとエルの。
Stop telling us then. It's obviously going to make us anxious. Having the two of you here makes for a nice gimmick. Won't you feel more at ease with these two tagging along than if we were alone too, Ellen?
そうですねいつもに近いので
Ella-san looked like she'd just been rescued.
でも今日はエルとオーラの。
You're right. Today is our day, which means whatever we want takes highest priority. We won't listen to your opinion, Sylvie, as long as you can spare the time. Join us, okay?
無礼な男ですわね。
市松殿仮にも姫様に向かってそんな
The two of them snapped at me a bit, but
いいわね。その方が面白そうだわ。ご一緒させてもらいましょうか。実はさっきのお店気になっていたの。
the princess in question was on board, so I had no complaints.
4人で街を流しましょう。オーラがトラックにひかれたら困るわ。
Dude, what? Sylvia has like zero common sense. Ella is just the knight that thinks about Sylvia, and then the little sister just likes to trash on me. What interesting characters we have here. They're really interesting characters. Huh?
仕方ないですわね。
Ella-san gave an exasperated sigh, and then she must have noticed that she was back to her usual self and flashed a tiny smile.
モデルシルビア、こんなタイプも出ているのね。以前国に贈呈されたものとは微妙に違いますわね。形だけね。枠に水ならを使っているのは変わってないわ。
Once we headed back to the shop from earlier, Sylvie began to prattle on with excitement. Ella-san watched over her quietly, but also with amusement. She looks more herself when she acts this way, huh? She would warmly watch over those precious to her, all while keeping a level head and preparing for the worst case scenario that could pop up at any time. That was Ella-san in a nutshell. Sorry to say, but her most appealing traits wouldn't be made clear even if we went on a sudden date.
かたじけない今日をお借りしておきながら
She must have been aware of how incompetent she was on dates herself and appeared apologetic.
一応昨晩勉強はしたのですが
Huh? Really? When our date was over, she brought up something intriguing. What did you study? It didn't matter what she had studied, but Ella-san studying for a date caught my interest.
シルビー様に勧められた漫画をいくつかあと女性誌も
Interesting.
しかしいずれも難しかった例えば日本のデートではまずソフトクリームを買ってそれを相手の顔面に叩きつけるのが礼儀なのでしょ
If you actually did that, you'd get them all sticky and ruin the mood. Nothing you could do after that could fix it either.
勉強不足です
Ella-san looked dejected. How cute. Then again, it's also my fault for leaving everything to you without coming up with my own ideas.
いえ今日は私が先導する手はずでしたし
Even so, a date is something you make together.
ですね
Although we discussed it before, thanks to the watching over Sylvie and Mina-chan setup, Ella-san and I were finally able to have a seemingly light-hearted conversation. If only things turned out this way sooner than when we were alone, then there would have been nothing greater. I guess talking to her like I did Reina was still out of the question though. No surprise there. How did it feel when I was with Reina yesterday again? If I recalled, that was when I realized This was an instrument store, but off in the
な
corner.
んでしょう。バレッタ？
Sure are. Barrettes, headbands, rings, and necklaces. There was an array of fashion accessories. I checked again, but this was an instrument shop. There were pianos, violins, guitars, and other varieties of instruments. There were also varnishing oils and cleaning implements for maintenance, while the only other thing they sold were music sheets. Why accessories? I gave it a moment's thought, but... Oh, accessories, huh?
リサイクルですね。これバイオリンの留め具です。
These accessories were made from whatever materials could be salvaged from scrap pianos, violins, or otherwise. I would recommend recycling instruments since people were prone to having lingering memories of them, and they often used quality wood and metal. Upon a closer look, the headbands were from black lacquered, I don't know, piano exteriors, and the clasps of the barrettes used the bows of
日
violins.
本はユニークな国ですね。楽器をアクセサリーにしてしまうなんて。
A large fraction of Japanese religions do believe souls dwell in objects after all. I did think there was a mentality of once something you used for ages has served its purpose, you may as well process it into something else. Since this is a city of instruments, it's especially easy to amass scrap materials. Back in elementary school, I made a wooden carving out of old piano parts too.
ああ、見てみたいですね。
I still have a picture, take a look. I opened up the gallery app on my phone. The photo was quite old now and was dated around the time I was in elementary school. I was grateful that I could easily store photos from that long ago on a handheld device. This is it.
これはどんぐりですか？
No, it's a myna bird.
なるほど。言われてみれば休館長のように。
Mina? Mina? I don't know. You can't see it, can you? I bet you thought, is that seriously an acorn? It's kind of round.
はい。気を使ってどんぐりと例えましたが、ただの長細い球体にしか見えません。
I did originally try to carve a myna, but the beak plopped off on me. When I tried to fix it, it kept getting smaller and smaller.
このどんぐりのヘタの部分、よく見ると鳥の足のようにも見えますね。
She's just trying to be nice. The son began to howl with laughter. Oh, she's an actual human being and not just a guard? Interesting. Come on, don't laugh. This was made by an innocent elementary school carver.
すいません。
Guess I must have nailed her funny bone. The laugh just kept on coming. I had been trying to make her laugh, but I never thought it'd be such a hit.
失礼しました。
She sounds like she's in pain. It was a little surprising as she'd only showed that side of herself for a few brief moments. She quickly returned to her usual calm self, but I just scored the greatest fruit of today's day. The other sound was pretty cute. That had been made clear. Oh, I know. Why don't I buy you one of these as a present? A certain woman told me that a man buying a lady an accessory is proof of a good date. A headband might not be your thing, huh?
いただけるならありがたくいただきますが。
She always had her hair up, so it would probably be hard for her to use even if I got her one. Something that didn't impede her mobility would be best for her. Things that jiggled around like necklaces, barrettes, or earrings, which could easily slip out of palais, or out of the question. Then that left. How about
ブレ
this?
スレットですか？
I grabbed a gold-plated bracelet. The best option that wouldn't impede her mobility would be a bracelet or ring. A ring would clearly be embarrassing, so this was about the only choice I left. About the only choice left. What do you say, Alisan? Will you accept it?
でもよろしいのですか？
Consider it a present. Then again, I guess sortilege is the one paying for it, though. I showed off the aforementioned black card. It was sad to say, but my wallet was on the light side today. It was pathetic of me as a man, but
なるほど。ではありがたくいただきましょうか。初デートの記念というやつです。
thanks to that, she accepted the bracelet without any reservations. What do you think?
少々緊張というか落ち着きませんね。こういうものをするのは初めてなので。
That much is obvious.
でも嬉しいです。
Nice. I'm glad.
あらかわいい。エロいのがおしゃれなんて珍しいですわね。
おしゃれだなんて。
That was when the other two, unfortunately, came back and put an end to the good mood we had going. Oh well, it was decent timing. Doing something pretentious like giving her a gift had me feeling pretty odd myself. Thank goodness the other son had accepted it with a smile.
あらあら、私には？
If you want one, buy it yourself. It's your royal family's money. I won't buy it for you. I'm on a date with Ellison today, you know? If I gave gifts to anyone else, it would be like cheating.
そうね。
Facts.
にしても
We like loyal men.
リ
Not
サ
me.
イクルアクセサリー
Hey, wait. I don't swing that way, chill. not in this channel. So we picked up a headband.
楽器の廃材を使った小物作り聞いたことはありますけど見るのは初めてですわね
I'm sure royalty hardly ever accepts scrap instruments in the first place. With a large enough house, you could easily store broken or old items that had sentimental value. Part of it could be that it was characteristic of Japan's culture to have tiny
と
homes.
ころでエロイナのそれ金属ですわね
そうですね。軽いけれど硬いです。
どんな楽器を使ったのかしら
It occurred to me that the other headbands were mostly made of wood, but this one was all metal. Instruments made of metal, like cymbals and trumpets. But all I could come up with that could be processed into this shape would be...
ピアノ線よ
Sylvie promptly answered.
多分軸の部分は木でピアノ線を巻きつけてあるのだから硬くて丈夫でしかも軽いんでしょなるほどメッキで覆ってしまえば同じですものね
そういえば微妙にデコボコしています。
Wow. You really know your stuff, Sylvie.
昔この町に来た時やったことがあるものあまりうまくできなかったけどねヤスリをかけすぎて表面が毛羽立っちゃって
She said that while tightening up her golden hair in the headband. Which she visited a long time ago, huh? Sylvie giggled with amusement. The general mood was the same as usual after that.
にしてもいい天気こんな日はゆっくり街を流すのもいいわね
姫様、あまり目立つ真似はお慎みを。
そんなに気にしなくてもいいじゃない
ターミナル様もです。視線が集まっておりますゆえ。
The princesses were being showered in attention from all sides, and their knightly escort was nothing short of dazzled. Such was the unusual sight with a pair of unbridled princesses and a worrywart guard. This was likely Elisand's most natural form. It was unfortunate that she and I only managed to be alone together for one short hour, but I think I liked her better this time.
ちょいとあなた
Yes? The other princess prodded me with her elbow.
なんだか満足げになさってますけどあなたこれでよかったみたく思っちゃおりませんわよ
I
ね
see no problem here, Mina. Huh? How do you mean? As far as I was concerned, it was worth celebrating if Elisand and Sylvie were having a good time.
はあ困った男ですわ
Oh, you wanted me to make a move? Yeah, definitely not.
あなた結局エロイナの司令たるあなたを満足させるべき一日を妨害いたしましたのよ
That comment really hit me where it hurt.
楽しく過ごすのは結構けれど諸子を貫徹もできず投げ出すようでは
Eh?
エロイナの今後のためよろしくなくてよ
What? Harsh. I had nothing but good intentions, but she had really hit the nail on the head. These girls who went through life shouldering the royal title probably thought of me as being undisciplined or having a lax personality.
なりますわねこんな男にエロイナはともかくシルビー姉様が影響されてしまってはこうなったら私が
Hmm? She seemed to have whispered something.
あらみなお腹が空かない
そろそろ昼食にしようと思うのですが、いかがでしょう。
そうですわね
So the conversation drifted.
お昼ご飯どうしましょうかねえエル何にする予定だったの
はい、日本の政治家がよく利用するという料亭、菊水を利用しようかと。
Kikusui? Kikusui. Kikusui. That's a funky name. She just dropped one heck of a suggestion.
何か？
Kikusui is the most impressive restaurant in the city.
はい、江戸時代からあるとのことで。
Hey now, we're seriously going to a place like that?
春から5回ほど行ったわね美味しかったわ異色大国日本にふさわしい味でした
Hey. It might not be a big deal with all of your sensibilities, but I'd be a total fish out of water there. It might be okay to splurge and go there on some major occasion or whatever, but it wasn't somewhere you just walked into on a random day off. And wait, didn't that place have a dress code?
ソルティレージュの名を出せば免除してくれるかと。
Hey, come on. Hey. You're gonna make me stick out like a sore thumb. Stop. That sound looked like she didn't understand. I had thought this for some time now. She wasn't as bad as Sylvie, but she seriously didn't know how the world worked.
でも今は菊水の気分じゃないわね。あ、ねえ二人ともここなんていいんじゃない？
Yeah. Sylvie pointed out a shop Sylvie pointed to a shop we happened to walk past. It was a ramen restaurant. For how tidy it was, there was an excessive amount of blurbs about its home style and genuine Hakata style selections. It was a sort of restaurant where all the employees wore t-shirts and used towels as bandanas. This isn't nearly as fancy as Kikusui.
ラーメン、今度はラーメン屋さんで食べてみたかったの。いいですわね。昨日のカップ麺には大変驚かされましたわ。3分であんな味ができるなんて、こちらも興味があります。
The two princesses were totally into the
日
idea.
本のラーメンは有名ですわ。友人のハリウッド女優も絶賛していました。ねえ。と言ってもメロンパンより美味しいとは到底思ってなかったけれど、オーロにラーメンをもらってから気になってね、いいでしょ？
Ramen sure is great, huh? I looked at the list of blurbs. Fresh straight from Hakata, authentic low hydration noodles, special black boton kotsu stock, and Inner Mongolian mineral salt. Uses a vegetable variety sent from Sapporo. Restaurants that shouted these sorts of sales pitches from their rooftops were generally pretty iffy. There are better restaurants in the area like Gazakyaka, the one's really well known.
いいですね、ラーメン。シルビー様ご推薦とあらば私も楽しみです。
Fine. But Ellison had a final say today, and it looked like Sylvie had already put the idea in her head. Well, I wasn't absolutely opposed to it or anything. Nice. Heck yeah.
はい、ありがとうございました。
Alright. That's where I'm gonna save. I have to end it there, guys. It was quite the episode there. I mean, we got to know ELLE a bit. I mean, to be honest, she kind of lacks personality. I mean, she's kind of wholesome in the sense where she's kind of clueless like Sylvia. They're clearly very clueless about many things. Sylvia is pretty much in her own world. She just eats. And then there's the knight that just, that's all she knows, just protect the girl, and that's all she cares about, which is pretty interesting. But it made me happy seeing that side of ELLE where she's not being a knight, you know, like even if I meant for a little bit of time, because we may not see any more of her not knight side unless we're doing her route, you know what I mean? Because I believe there's a route for her as well, I think. I'm not sure. But I mean, if you guys recall in the beginning, it gave me a decision, like if I wanted to do night stuff or clothing thing with Reina or something with Sylvia. I forgot what it was. And I chose Sylvia, obviously, because I was like, I'm going to start with her. Because she's kind of like the main, you know what I mean? I think. At least that's what I think. That's what I understood from what I've played. But it was a fun episode. I really enjoyed this episode. And it was a kind of longer one than usual. But I'm in the video here, guys. I am so sorry for the link. I hope you guys don't mind. And if you do, that's crazy. I don't care. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you have not and you've seen it through. I mean, you made it this far. Why the heck have you not subscribed? Very good question. Question of the year, matter of fact. Oh, and one more thing. Oh my god, I forgot to mention this. I hit 700 subscribers. I actually, on one of my community posts, I had put, like, for my New Year's resolution, I want to get out of the 600 subscriber count by the end of this year, 2023. I know it seems like that's kind of a goofy goal, but it's like there was a point where I was not getting subscribers like at all for a long time. So I was convinced that I wasn't going to get out of the 700 or the 600 anytime soon. But I'm really happy. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys, and welcome to the new people. I don't know how much of y'all are actually going to be watching, but I'm very happy you're here. I really appreciate it, really. And hopefully we can continue growing. Hopefully, maybe by the end of this year, my new goal now is going to be to hit 800. Hopefully we can make that happen, or even more. Who knows? We'll see. But anyways, I'll let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, until next time, fellas.